Hey guys, what's up? Super excited today. Why? Because I just got this in the mail. Check it out. It's Florida Fishing Products Osprey 3000 reel. The guys over at Florida Fishing Products sent this over to me to do a review on, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I want to try to keep this simple and real. No pun intended. Well, a little bit of pun intended. Anyways, I want to try to keep it honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the specs of the reel. I'm going to talk about a couple things that I like to look for in reels. We're going to spool this thing up, and we're actually going to take it out and go fish with it, which a lot of review guys don't really do. Right? And then afterwards, I'm going to go give you my opinion on it and tell you what I think about it, whether I like it, I don't like it, whatever. So it is what it is. So let's get right into it. Here we go. It's all right, guys, here she is. It's got 10 ball bearings in it, 1 roller bearing, which is pretty standard for reels today around this size. It's got this big old EVA power grip handle. It also comes with a teardrop handle. Not sure which one I like better, but this looks pretty cool. Has a 5.2 to 1 gear ratio. This thing holds up with about 22 pounds of drag, which is monster for a reel this size. It weighs 9.6 ounces, and I think it holds about 400 yards of 10-pound braid. So that's the reel. That's what she looks like. Pretty nice construction, actually. So okay, guys, now I'd like to talk to you about a couple things that I like to check out when I'm first looking at a reel. All right, so one of the first things I like to check on a reel is the bail and the bail spring. If you have a cheap bail and a cheap bail spring, it's going to break. It's going to be the first thing that breaks on your reel. This one feels really firm, feels good, it locks over really nice. So we'll check it out again in probably about 6 months to see how well it's doing. But this is usually one of the first problems you'll have with a reel, okay? One of the next things I like to check on a reel is the drag. All right, first thing I like to do is to check to see if it's smooth. I'll turn it like this, right, to see if it feels like it's, you can tell it'll stop, it'll be draggy, it won't feel good. This one feels really nice. The other thing I like to check about the drag is the range of the drag. How many turns it takes to bring the drag all the way down the lock. Now look, you see that one took quite a bit of turns to bring it down, and it's locked down pretty good. On a cheaper reel, the drag will lock down really quick, probably after like 1 or 2 turns, so you don't have a lot of range. So when you're going to fight a fish, it either goes from like really loose to like totally locked down, which is something you don't want to do because you'll break off the fish because of it. This one also feels really good, so I'm feeling really confident about the drag system. Okay, one of the last things I like to do, and I'm like anybody else, I like to do the spin test. And I'll tell you one thing, when I pulled this reel out of the box, I spun it, and I'll tell you what, it spins amazingly smooth. So that's a good thing when you see a reel, okay? The whole overall construction of this thing feels really solid. It's a good, well-built reel, I can tell for sure. And they definitely took a lot of time to construct this. It's a well-built construction. So anyways, let's go spool it up. So alright guys, check it out. They also sent me a spool of their distance braid. It's a 10-pound test. I think it's what is it, 0.10 millimeter diameter. That's what that says. Yeah, ghost gray. It's 330 yards. So we're gonna go give this stuff a shot. We're gonna throw it on the reel and see how it does. Also, check your drag. Okay, you don't want your drag to be too loose. You want it to be just tight enough that it keeps the spool from spinning when you're putting about medium tension on it. So I got just enough mono on the inside of the spool where I can't see the inside of the spool, which is good for me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to tie a basic uniknot from the braid to the mono, and I'm going to finish spooling up this reel. All spooled up and ready to go, guys. A couple little quick notes. Always leave about 1/8 of an inch off the end of your spool. This will help prevent wind knots. Also notice how the line is laid out perfectly even across the whole spool. Any coning on the spool shows that the reel geometry is bad and it's a cheap reel. This one looks good, so we're good to go. Enough with all this technical stuff. Let's go see if we can get some fish, man. So we're gonna pull up right over here and we're gonna get out and wade. I'm gonna make a couple practice casts real quick just to see how the reel does. I like that, actually. Wow, this thing is really, really smooth, guys. I mean, amazingly smooth. Wow, throws really far too. There we go. First fish on the, oh, just a little Snook, right? First fish on the new reel, right? There we go. Oh, baby, baby. There we go. That's a little bit better. Slightly more respectable, not much, but pulled a little bit of drag. The one thing I actually noticed about this reel is it casts so far that I'm not used to it, and I end up throwing it in the tree, just like I just did, which is pretty crazy. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a nice one. Oh, he's going in. Oh, he's in there. Oh, damn, he's in there. Darn. So I just got busted off by my first fish. That's not good. There we go. That's a good fish. Oh, wow. That's a nice fish. That's a real nice fish. Oh, I got busted off again. Oh my God. That'll work. That'll definitely work. There you go. Pretty cool looking. How about that? Oh, that's a Snook. Not a bad fish. Oh yeah, that'll definitely work, guys. Oh, I just lost him right there. Oh my God. I got my trout. Yeah, boy. On the new reel. There we go. That'll work. Dark colors, dude. That's not a bad trout, dude. That's definitely not a bad trout. Little trout action on the new reel. I like it. Get her done. Cast on those mangroves, dude. Cast on the mangroves. That'll work. That's what's up. There we go. That'll work. That'll definitely work. Oh yes. Yeah, boy. Get her done. That's more like it. Wow, that's a nice redfish. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful fish. That one. Nice little redfish. Get her done. There we go. Oh man, that'll definitely work. Check it out. That'll work, right? It's all right. Caught a couple fish, lost a couple fish. Wasn't super happy about that. So what do I think about the reel? All right, well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, guys. I really like the reel a lot. You know, I fish a lot of medium range reels in the $70 to $100 price range, and this thing definitely kind of blows them away. I mean, there's nothing wrong with those reels. They're good workhorse reels, but this thing is definitely a couple notches above those for sure. If I were to describe this reel in one word, it would be smooth. Really, really smooth. That's 3 words, but smooth casting, smooth line retrieval, and smooth drag. If you guys are looking for a reel, something a little bit higher in quality, something that's going to work really, really well and feel really, really good in your hands, I definitely recommend looking into this thing. A couple little notes on the company. They offer a 2-year warranty on the reel through the website. It's a Tampa-based company, which means it's American, which is a good thing in my book. Also, 3% of their online sales is donated to conservation. And if you guys know anything about my channel at all, you know I am definitely into conservation. And for a company to be able to support the environment and the anglers, I got to get behind that. That's definitely a cool thing. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up or whatever, right? Put something in the comment section. If you have any questions about the reel that I didn't answer in the video, then put that down in the comment section also. I'm going to leave a link down below to the website so you guys can check out the reel, check out the price, all that good stuff for yourself, and go check it out. All right. Anyways, tight lines, guys. I'll see you later. Keep fishing, and that's it.